Yippee! Alright. I've improved my Twitch streaming, what do you call this? I don't know. If you look down here at the bottom right, you can see my cat. It's the place where you would see the amount of paint Pinky has, and Pinky's a cat. So you have my cat. It's something you can watch whenever you're bored, I guess. That's its use. Anyway, now I'm gonna show you all the crazy stuff in HOA. Not Orbital Habitats, OH. Orbital Habitats is known as the land of the incredibly difficult tricks. It's got four of the hardest tricks in the game. It's probably like 3, the one of them. Whatever. It's got really hard tricks. Some of the toughest in the game. The first one I'm going to show you in this video, because I had to splice it up, is I'm currently between the Biff and the Zip Dome. Yeah, that's Biff, that's the Zip. I keep mixing them up. The trick is you can completely skip Biff's Dome. First I'm going to show you something here though. Even if you're here and you fall off, Blob gets launched at high velocity all the way here. Crazy. Yeah, it's insane. So here's the trick. This is probably the hardest trick in the game, or at least the hardest thing you have to do in speedruns. It's this. Oof. There's an invisible wall all over there, but you can bypass it. In a way, because on the very edge on the right, the invisible wall has a gap in it. If you go way to the right and hit the wall, you will bounce back and you won't make it. If you go too much to the left, then you'll get pushed off by the invisible wall. It's very tight, and if you miss it, it loses a lot of time. I'm gonna do this for maybe 10 more attempts, because it's not that hard, and I can do it. I have some practice on it, but it's still the hardest trick in the game, so it's probably not gonna help too much. Well, it does. Practice makes perfect. You have to, I think, you have to go from a bit from the side to swoop in from the right. Yeah, okay. Swoop in from the right and then enter it. Hold on, give me a few more attempts. No, I cannot edit this out because I don't wanna. I don't know. I didn't learn how to do it well, or how to do it at all, I guess, yet, or with the streaming software I'm using. And I don't want to edit. Oh my gosh! And I don't want to edit this. And I don't recommend you skipping forward. Well, maybe you could if it actually takes a long time. This should be the one. No, not even close. Okay, I guess one more attempt, and then I'll maybe explain to you what else you have to do there in order for it to work. You have to be... I think it's only possible with size 10, so the optimal size is size 19. Which is 20 minus 1, the optimal size, because it's the most amount of paint you have with the least amount of size, because there's a lot of ink there and you don't want to die. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, not even close. Okay. I really want to do it if I actually want to explain it to you how it works better. Come on. Get down! Like I said, it's the hardest trick in the game, so I have an excuse. I have excuses. Oh, that was really, really close. That was almost in. That was almost it. Man, I wanna... Come on. I don't want to waste too much time here. How long have I been streaming for? 5 minutes? Okay. My goal is to make these videos under 20 minutes, so I have to be kind of quick. But if there's so many difficult tricks I have to do, then it's gonna be bad. But this level only has a small amount of tricks, actually, that are anything. Unlike Hydro Station. So I have a bit of a buffer. There's like 5 tricks. They are really, really difficult. So, all of them. And I actually have to do this one if I want to show you the second trick. Shit! Because there's another one past that, and I can't get to it if I can't get past the invisible gate. Invisible wall, it's not a gate. Are you utilizing the cat at the bottom right of the... Oh, I made it! Okay, scary thing. Once you enter here, do not just continue forwards or to the right, because the invisible wall will push you out. Once you're behind this fence, go to the right into this crevice, since the invisible wall doesn't go that far past. And there you should have it. Now, do not go close to the fence, since it will most likely push you off. Okay, good thing I made it. Now I'm gonna take this opportunity to get me some more paint. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not. I don't have anything to do there. Why was this on? Did I press it when I was brown? I didn't realize. Okay. I'm gonna get me some bit more paint, because the next trick, I'm not sure if it requires, but it's definitely much easier if you have paint, the larger you are. Bam, 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 bam. At least I have something to do while I'm doing this. And you also have something to do. You can look at my cat. Her name is Legislava. I don't know how you translate that into English well. 150, that should be good. I think I have enough size now. Green. The trick is going up on this dome. By using this rock, you can knock yourself a little bit up, and once you hit this line, you can walk on it and jump off of it. So that's on all of the domes. If you hit that line, you can go to the very top. So that's what I'm aiming for. If you fall off, you can just go down. I was already on it. Oh my gosh. If you don't want to use cheats, then you can gather paint pots, but I'm gonna use cheats because it saves time, a lot of time, and it's definitely less annoying. There you go. Once you're on the domes, always jump on, try to find this, like, bolt, I don't know, then on these two, on this triangle you can walk on it, on this triangle, on the triangles on the sides you cannot. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to climb it again, I'm so stupid. But on the triangle that's between those two lines, you can walk on it. So do that one. Yeah. This triangle's completely walkable, and then all of the ones here are. So you can walk on it all the way to the top. Now make sure not to fall in, because that would kind of, well, you wouldn't be able to come back out. Yeah, you can be up here. You can get up on top of, I'm aware of 3 on the 5 domes, and it's the first 3. I'm not sure you can get there on the Prof Dome, and most likely you definitely can't get on the Ship Dome. Also, this is a really good place to see how loading, deloading objects from afar do. Every object is gone, and sometimes some objects just pop into existence. Like this thing over here. You see this? It just pops out of existence if you go far. Actually, it goes under the ink. Okay, so I guess a lot of objects that are tall or you can see from afar are despawn are under the floor, or spawn in. They are under the floor, and the closer you go, the less they get squished until they get like that. You can see it on the ship, on Pinky's airship. That's its name, Pinky's airship. You can see it's getting squished and unsquished. It's silly. Look at how silly it looks. It's not the squishiness is not about where you are. It's about where the camera is, which is usually the same thing. See the airship? It's squish. I think you can see it right there. It's microscopic. Maybe you can't even see it, or not. Yeah. It just shows up and then unsquishes itself, and it looks really silly. So I guess that was this place. I don't think there's anything else. Well, you can walk on the sides of all of these domes, as long as there isn't an invisible wall on the border. You can also walk on that one if you get to it somehow, which I did get to it once, but I'm not sure how exactly. It is possible, most likely, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna restart because there's a lot of every other trick is near the start. These tricks are also difficult. I have more practice on them, so they should be easier. Here, there's a cutscene, well, not a cutscene, a dialogue box trigger on this fence. On the start of this, it's a blue dialogue, which is the dialogue that's not shown, and is forced onto you whenever you walk into it. And it's not a mission, it's just text. So when you walk into it, you talk to Pinky. But you can jump all the way to here and skip the dialogue box entirely. Now I'm gonna give myself a bit more paint because it's gonna make the next section much easier. Oh, the paint pot was way too far away. The way to do it probably easier is by charging through. So once here, I'm gonna kill you guys. You can also bypass this gate from above and to the side. Now this trick is easier the larger you are. You can jump on the tree. From the tree, be careful because there's a lot of invisible walls about here that are supposed to prevent you from doing tricks like this. Jump on that, then jump on that cog, then jump on that little tiny chimney, and then jump up. This tree is really janky to get it to work, so what I recommend doing instead is getting more paint. I think 160 should be enough. And then from here, jumping on this with the wall jump, which is, I don't know, I guess you have to learn how to do it. My advice is go away from the wall and then to the other side, because if you go fully to the side, it most of the time won't work. Or, I've been doing it fully to the side for 5 times in a row, and it always works. I guess, okay. It's much easier the larger you are. Might not even be possible if you're so small. From here, it's easier to jump on this cog instead from the tree, and then on this, which is like a 5-frame window to jump on that. So now that you're here, Oh, you can just jump on that? Okay. You can skip this first part and read this and know that this is the aviary. Wow, I haven't noticed that these signs are actually different and really interesting. Whenever I played, I only learned that in like 2 months ago when I got the PC version. I'm pretty sure they are on the Wii. I just never noticed. They are really interesting. That's not the point that we're discussing right now. The point is this trick. We want to get past, completely past this dome. To skip it. Now, oh, you can just do this. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't know about that. That's really, really easy. So the strategy that we've been using all the time before is jumping over here and then on this, which is a lot more difficult than what I just found here. Okay, so I guess do this. You can just jump on the line, and from the line, if you hold towards the dome, it's much easier. Okay, I'm happy I learned that. I'm gonna use that. It's gonna be much easier. On this dome, the triangle isn't fully walkable, but if you walk along the line, then you will. I think that the lines are you can jump off of the walls. The lines. You cannot jump off the glass if it's like that, but these lines do have a little bit that you can jump off of. Ah, crap. It's not difficult. Come on. Come on. There you go. It's really, really cool up here. You can a really nice panorama. You can see the skybox and the level's borders from here. The best place to observe the level's borders is at the very, very final dome, all the way over there, far there. There's a lot of just natural stuff that is kind of broken, like the cars in the background that you're normally supposed to see, and the fact that the ink just ends really close to the shore, or really close to that island, so you can see it really easily. So we're just gonna continue past Big Artie's dome here. And there's gonna be another trick, which is considered by most, Donald, I guess, the hardest trick in the game. I don't think that, but I have a lot of practice. The trick is jumping on top of this pipe, and then riding on top of it until you go over this invisible wall that's guarded by the boys. That's how you pronounce it, right? And get over. Now, it also takes some time to do, but it's much easier if you go, once again, optimal size 19. That's the thing. Blob's size increases in increments of 20. There's 0 to 19, 20 to 39, and so on and so forth. There's size 0, most commonly regarded to be size 10, then size 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, and 180. 200 is not its own size. 200 is just 180, because having a different size for max and one off of max would be weird. How to do this? Well, align yourself about from the camera like this, so Blob is under this circle. And I guess you gotta practice this. It's a tight jump. You have to jump around. It's difficult, but if you get practice, then it's fine. You could see that Pinky just said something, and that's pretty much the cue. That's the cue to that you can actually follow. That's the cue that you've passed the invisible walls. So, oh my god, so that you can just go. Did he just transition his color without any animation? Oh my gosh, look at that. What I'm not gonna do is much easier. You can walk on this and just jump on this. You don't have to do any tricks with physics. You can just jump it. The third dome, and that's everything in this level. I'm also gonna try something because I'm not sure if you can do it, maybe you could be able to go into this pipe from this side. I gotta... Oh, I don't think so. Whatever. It might be possible. I still don't know how most of those pipes work. It's okay. It's whatever. I'm pretty sure that's everything I wanted to tell you. This level does not have too many tricks, but the tricks that it does have are way too damn difficult for a reasonable person to learn. However, I'm not that, since I am a DeBlob fan. And a speedrunner, which is even worse. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this incredible new stream element. Wow. Truly something truly marvelous. Bye-bye. I managed to squeeze the time under, well, not under 20 minutes, but it was close enough.